All right, so I went on a little road trip. A friend that I work with wants to sell his collection, so I went to his place to pick up his cards. Mostly 70s stuff. I'm gonna showcase that in another video. One of the cool things, though, I will show now is this. This is a would have been a wax box from 75, 76 o-pee-chee. Definitely beat up, but still pretty cool. See if I can get this on camera, but there was beer for wrestlers on the side. So yeah, I'll showcase that collection in my next video, but I stopped at a few other places on the way. I try to always make the most of these little road trips. I had found a website online that was selling bulk cards from the early 70s for 25 cents a piece. So I kept adding every single card that was 25 cents to my cart. I think it was like 250-ish cards. There was a couple $2 or $3 ones that I added just because of what they were. I'll show those in a minute. First order of business, I got this card from Ballpark Memories. He's got a YouTube channel. Awesome vintage baseball content, mostly 50s and earlier, pre-war stuff. A lot of Gowdy and T206 stuff, and then some 50s and 60s mostly. So yeah, check out Ballpark Memories on social media if you want to see some amazing vintage baseball content. Let's put this guy right here. So I stopped at it's like a coin type shop that I know has cards, and I just did a quick loop through there. I saw this was sitting in the display for $15. I'm like, it's gotta be creased, but it's not. So I just grabbed that. Then I went to a comic store that was right around the corner, walking distance away, and picked up these lower-ish grade Bossy, Rookie, and Perot for 20 bucks each. So, main event was actually one more thing I forgot about at the comic book store. I got this. This is a complete set of Heritage from it's 2017. Mint condition. Aaron Judge rookie card is in here somewhere. I'm not going to dig it out now, but I got this for 20 bucks. Pretty surprised to see that. It's not the high number, it's just a 400, the first series, but still $20 for that. All right, now to the main event. I was expecting to get an email from this card store after my purchase saying, I don't know, they couldn't find the cards or some kind of refund or, too good to be true type thing was what I was expecting. But I did get a refund email, and I was like, oh yeah, here it comes. And it was for 28 cents, so one card plus tax. So that was great. So let's go through. So we got some 70, 71 o-pee-chee. We got some 71, 72 and some 72, 73s. Let's quickly flip through. So there's a pile of 70, 71s that have kind of been trimmed or miscut or whatever. Still for 25 cents per. this was not, this was the risk I took. I knew these cards were going to be potentially low grade, potentially glued on the back. Who knew? There was no pictures, just numbers. So yeah, these are all, there's a Brad Park rookie card, all 25 cents. Obviously, everything here averaged out to like 30 cents a card because of a couple other ones plus tax. So yeah, that was the worst of the condition right there. Let's see here, what else do I have? Okay, there's some more. So these ones are all kind of like VG condition. Just mostly commons, a few names. There's Glenn Sather. Might be a rookie card. Andre Lacroix. I know somebody who loves this guy. This is his rookie card maybe, or the year before. Got a little bit of gum. WHA Superstar. Couple flyers. There's Bernie Perrant. Pretty cool. Ted Irvin, for anybody who doesn't know, this is Chris Jericho's dad. See, a few of these look like they're a little bit wonky cut too, but that's okay. Pretty cool. There's John Rattel, Hall of Famer, Walt Kachuk. I love, anytime I can get these for like $1 or less per card, I'll buy them. Okay, let's get into the 71, 72s. There's not, the bulk of this is 72, 73. Okay, so Wayne Cashman. Now none of these are trimmed, or there's no tape or anything. Just typical VG condition. I can't give away my secret location for this one because I'm gonna go back and get more. This was like a little litmus test. There's Frank Mahovlich. We got some Habs and some Leafs at the end here. Serge Savard, Rajan Uhl, Jacques Plante. There's another one. Rogie. A bunch of goalies here. I took all the goalies and put them separate. All right, let's do the 72, 73s. Big stack. And a couple of nicer ones at the end. I'm on a roll finding vintage cards. Some Hall of Fame names in here. Some commons. There's no high series, third series cards in here. But that's okay. Bob Bond. Brian Spencer with the Islanders. Butch Goring, second year card. Dennis Hull. Forgotten Hull has like 300 goals. Reggie Leach. There's some of these action cards in here. Ron Ellis. Let's see what else we have. No more action there with, you can see Phil Esposito with the hair. That's Tony Esposito in that. Dave Keon. Rick McLeish. Second year card. So yeah, good stuff. I used to hate this design, to be honest, but now I kind of like it. It's kind of funny how that works sometimes. Phil Roberto, his 73-74 card has him fighting Billy Smith. It's the only vintage card that shows fighting. Vintage being like 89 and earlier, but for me now that I've been doing this for a while, the true vintage is, you know, like 70 and earlier. But I kind of go like this set and earlier, I guess. It's surprising once you've been doing this for a while how common some of this stuff becomes. Let's see, let's keep going through these. Rick Martin, the French Connection there. Pretty pleased all in all. I'm gonna flip this stuff mostly, but I love going through it. I'll take one or two cards from myself and flip the rest. That's kind of how I do it. We got the 2 trophy cards. Got the Art Ross and the Lady Ming, and they're not marked. Pretty stoked. All right, we have Jim Rutherford, Jim Rutherford, some goalies now. I think I put the goalies at the back. Jacques Plante. Yep. Some of the hilarious poses and the epic equipment. None of them have masks in these photos. There's a few Montreal cards. There's always a market for Montreal, Toronto cards around here, so I usually pull that stuff out. And the best cards that I wasn't sure would actually be in the lot. So there's a Henry Richard as well. There was a few nicer Hall of Famers here. We got Brad Park, Gilbert Perreault, third-year card, Marcel Dion. This one I'm going to keep because I have a Topps. Maybe I have an o-pee-chee, but it's creased. This one's not. Tim Horton, that's a nice card. And then these two were surprises. This one wasn't even sleeved. It was like 25 cents. And I think this one was in the $3 range. I was surprised it actually came through. It's got a big crease, but an earlier Bobby Orr card. And that's all I got. The collection from my friend has a bunch of uncut sheets from the 70s. Some of them are like non-sports, and some of them are hockey. I'm going to showcase all that stuff in the next couple of videos, so stay tuned for that. Buffalo card show is going to be really super fun. That's coming up, and some PSA returns. All right, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Lots of cool vintage on the way.